Good morning ladies, it's Claire from Love to Style, and today I want to show you how to dress for your body shape and why it's the main style secret and why it's important. Well, have you noticed that when you're wearing an outfit that really shows your assets and make you slimmer or put together, and you think, well, what have I done different today? You know, why is it working today and not half of the other days of the week? Well, it's because simply that outfit you've been wearing that day is showing your assets and or reducing the flaws, so you don't show some bits of your body that are not as great as other bits. You know, we all have our flaws, and that's why we play with clothes. Basically, that's the role of a stylist, is to just make sure that what you're putting on your client is going to work perfectly well with their body shape and their size. So one thing, if you don't know your body shape, well, have a look at the quiz that I've put on my website, and I'll put also the link below so you can do it. It's one page, and then from there it's taking you to the style guide, which will explain to you in more details which type of garments you need to go for. So which tops look better on a pear shape, which tops look better on a rectangle shape, and so on and so on. So it's worth downloading it, do it, and then you know. So why an outfit works better on some people than others? Well, you've got kind of 5 main body shapes. So you've got the hourglass, which you probably know what it means. It means that it's actually one of the most looked after body shape, because it's really harmonious, it's really proportionate, and you've got the same, can you see now, the same shoulders width roughly with your hips. The ratio is similar, and then you have extremely defined waist, so it's really glam, right? Think movie stars. There's only 7 or 8% women that have the luck of being an hourglass shape or 8 shape, yeah, if you think of it. Next, you've got the rectangle shape, which is pretty much me. So I'm quite in line with my hips. I wore something quite tight today, so my hips and my shoulders are pretty much in line, but I don't have the same defined waist as the hourglass will be. It will be really much more defined. Then you've got the pear shape. So it's a tricky shape because obviously the body part of your body is wider, but you also have a great waist, so you need to remember that and make the most of it and compensate with being narrower on the shoulders area, which is not a big deal. You just transform the top bit, making it more horizontal, more wide, and that's all you have to do really to compensate your wider hips, which I know is not the most favorite body shape. It can be tricky. I had clients that had massive UK size difference between the top and the bottom, and I understand it's not easy all the time, but once you know that, once you're conscious of it, you just don't make mistakes, and you just bring the attention to the upper body and widen your top area. Then next you've got the opposite. You've got the person, so that's your pear shape, and then you've got the person that's inverted triangle. So they don't really have a defined waist, and they are really quite wider in the shoulders area. It doesn't always mean that they've got large bust, by the way. So that's one thing to remember. But they are just very quite narrow at the bottom, so their hips are quite flat. They don't have much curves at the bottom area. So again, they need to do the opposite of the pear shape, which is to create volume more on the bottom area, so it can be colorful trousers or details that are landing right on their area of interest, you know, to bring the attention toward the bottom area. So that's what you've got to do. And again, there is much more details in the style guide, so don't panic. We're not going into much details right now, because in the next few weeks you will get to know a lot more about style and how to transform your style. This is really my goal this year, is to make women really transform their style so they know what to do, and when they open their wardrobe they're like, yes, I know what to wear. I'm wearing everything in my wardrobe pretty much, apart from the occasional, you know, dresses that you have for weddings and stuff like that, which you cannot wear every day. But that's the goal, is to really bring home, you know, things that you're gonna really enjoy wearing every day. Then we've got obviously the O shape, which is the apple shape. Again, it's not always easy to be an apple shape. My mom is. And her problem area is the tummy. So what you do is try to wear fluid things around the tummy area and create more attention at the top area. So bring your attention there. You also have great legs. My mom is size 14 to 16, but she has amazing leg. So she will make the most of it, even at her age. You know, she wears skirts that are just above the knee because she's not mega tall. It works really for her, and she also knows where to put the horizontal lines and patterns and stuff like that. So it's all about these kind of steps that we're gonna take in the next few weeks. One thing to remember as an example, and you will understand that because it will make you think, okay, let's now, when I'm taking something from my wardrobe, make sure that it's gonna work for my body shape. So download the body shape quiz, and then you'll be taken into my emails, which will take you to the style guide. Or you can also download the style guide directly if you want. I can put that in the links as well, so don't worry. And then, for example, let's think of as we're in the summer right now, let's think about a pear shape that want to wear a white trousers with a navy alternate top, which in theory would look really glam and stylish and classic, but that's gonna be bringing the attention towards her face. Yes, but it's gonna narrow even more her top body, right? So what's going to happen is she's gonna look even more like this, because the white trousers is a change of colors, right? And that's what the eye is gonna see more first than the darker color. So, but we'll go in colors later on, so don't panic because I love talking about colors. Yeah, so what's gonna happen there? She needs to shift this narrow idea of the alternate into something wider. So she needs to bring horizontal details on the shoulders, or horizontal stripes, or pattern that's going like this, to make it more balanced, all right? And still something that is not too wide, too fluid, too tent-like if you prefer, because otherwise we're not gonna see a nice waist. So it's all about learning what works for your body shape. So for example, at the opposite, then that outfit will work fine for the other opposite, which is the V shape or the inverted triangle. So it's all about learning these little details step by step, and we're gonna get there. So next we're gonna go deeper in the next video with proportions again, and I will go back to something that I'm really annoyed that no magazines, no famous vloggers, you know, the fashion vloggers of this world that have millions of followers, never really mention, which is a theory of scale. I've mentioned it before on Facebook, but now I'm going to really bring it home. I'm gonna give you some examples in the next video. So stay tuned, and I see you soon. Bye!